2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The action always in full swing near the French Quarter, and tonight is no different. Here in New Orleans, Louisiana. It's been a long off-season, and we're ready to get back to some basketball. How about you? This is the NBA preseason special, and it begins right here on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. And the Knicks looking for a positive start here on their road trip. Here in their first game of the preseason, they'll be getting the chance, and the coaches and fans, to get a glimpse of what's in store for them this season.
Yeah, and what's nice
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, Lonzo Ball knew the Lakers needed a leader, and he thought he could fill that hole. He said a lot of it is natural. I think you're either born a leader or you're not. Now, the Ball family does not shy away from controversy, and it didn't last season either. So none of us know exactly where this is all going to end up. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And with the league shortening the preseason, Smitty, what challenges does that present players and teams?
I think first, Kevin, far as players, you don't get a chance to build that camaraderie and trust with guys when you don't have as much time as we had. Then I think physically, you don't have a lot of time to get your game legs. And I understand you want to get a little bit more rest, but I would love to see where it goes back and where they can at least get together. Maybe not put as much time on the court, but they'll get a chance to just be around one another.
And guys probably right now, Steve, are spending more time on being physically fit when they go to camp than at any other time in league history.
Yeah, for sure. Not like my generation. We all stopped at fast food restaurants.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Knox out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Buckets. And it's Smith. And it's Robinson. In at the 5, home in the paint. Holiday, the pass to Ball. Here's Williamson. It's tipped. And the pass to Barrett. To the paint. Here's Knox. Out to Smith. There's the triple. Sinks the triple. Smith's got the first points up on the board for New York.
An average shooter from deep. It's clear Smith Jr. has the touch and focus. Just needs to be more consistent.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, trying to go to something else and flat out choked it. Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
And Drew Holiday, Steve, is such a huge factor on the defensive end whenever he's on the floor.
You know, it's been a focus for him to step his game up on that end of the floor. He moves his feet so well that guys can't just blow by him. Numerically, the way he discourages shots at the rim, it's like having a defensive center on the floor.
Both free throws good from Holiday.
Every day, Holiday can be relied upon to bring focus, energy, toughness, and he's a terrific competitor.
Pass to Barrett. Pass to Robinson. And stolen by Favors. Here's Ball. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
He has the entire arsenal when it comes to handling the rock, cutting through the D like butter. I love Ball when he's aggressive to attack.
Here's Randle. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ball against Smith. Now, here's Ball. Not a lot of room. Clock at 6. Here's Williamson. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Unloads from 9. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Randall passes to Barrett. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game. He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Here's ABC, covered by Payton. Here's ABC. Chalk up 2 there. ABC's got his first points of the night.
A guy who converts well at the rim. You like to see the aggression there.
You really like him.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Knicks out front, up 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. NBA preseason action underway once again. Glad to have you with us. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
The play calling has been perfect, backed up by beautiful execution. They've certainly captured the moment in that first quarter.
They've got ABC. Jahlil Okafor is out there with Z. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Hart in at the 3. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
If you're trying to keep the defense honest, that's the one you really have to make.
Down low. Banked in off the glass. Dotson's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Knicks. We always hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. Talk a little bit about the unique bond that you NBA players, Steve, share.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that brotherhood is something special, Kevin, because there are guys that's going through some of the same situations you've been through, especially when you get a chance to talk to some of the veterans. And then the younger guys, when you become a vet, you share all that knowledge. And then what I love about it, that brotherhood, even when you retire, you get a chance to still keep in touch, and you see the evolutions of a lot of those players' families. You see their kids grow, and you love to still be a part of that unique situation.
And Redick kicks to Okafor. Pass to Hart. 1:49 left in the first half of basketball. Over Payton, but he recovers it. Redick lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Second chance opportunities, the great equalizer.
And the pass to Morris. Back to Payton. Outside Portis. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
Beautiful by Bobby Portis. Catches it in rhythm, and we know about the confidence he has.
Passes it to Williamson. Here's ABC. Pass to Hart. Here's Williamson, covered by Morris. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. That shot wide open. ABC's got 5.
Further proof that you can't leave anyone in this league that wide open.
Payton surveying the floor. Outside Portis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the middle.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Payton outside, pass to Portis. Payton the bounce pass, 6 on the shot clock. Here's Dotson. Offensive rebound, and Gibson kicks to Payton. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That's his first foul. 6 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Randall. No good with the layup.
Ooh, that's the one when you watch the film back, he's going to cringe. He couldn't ask for a better opportunity.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pelicans lead by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred, how big is defense going to be in the second?
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. The second quarter was a tight battle, but they were the slightly better team. Not by very much, however. And now with the second.
Preseason in the NBA, and it's great to have you with us. ABC really making a difference here.
And, you know, not always the guy that you would expect to be making the big plays, but so far tonight, he has delivered.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Robinson is out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Dennis Smith. Then there's Buckets. And it's Knox in at the 3. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Williamson missing. New York trailing. Here's Knox. Kicks to Smith. Shoots it up. And the shot is long. Here's New Orleans. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Count that bucket.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Yes, in the first minute or so, you knock down a couple of shots. You are in rhythm.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Knox misses. New Orleans leading by 3. Ingram outside. Steve, we know you're not going to become an official anytime soon, but is there a rule you would change in the NBA right now if you could?
Yeah, I look at the zone defense. I would love to go back where you're guarding your guy in some form or fashion. I know when I played, there was totally different rules about the legal defense, and it was basically imaginary line right straight down the middle. If you crossed that line, you had to go and double team somebody. I look at it right now, there's teams that are so good, they're just kind of playing a zone, and it's forcing us to see teams take more three-point shots.
The pass to Ball. 52 seconds left to play in the third. Count that one. And now a 7-point Pelican lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And it's Smith penetrating. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Z. Redick comes in for Lonzo Ball. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for Drew Holiday. Barrett the pass to Portis. Moore is trying to free himself up. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. The Knicks making a switch here. Dotson's checked in. 26 seconds left to play in the third. Ingram against Payton. .11 seconds left in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Randle. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And so it's New Orleans bringing the quarter to a... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
The NBA preseason action continues here on 2K Sports. They've got J.J. Redick. Favors is out there with Jahlil Okafor. Then it's Ingram. And it's Moore in at the shooting guard position. That's the Pelicans 5. Dotson gets the bucket.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Yeah, and the rim protection, not there. You expect someone to at least come over and contest.
Randall passes to Dotson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on J.J. Redick.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He's off on the second.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
It's good.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Knicks trail by 6. Payton kicks to Randall. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. And the Pelicans with possession here. Ingram outside. Okafor with the ball. Picked up by Portis. Back to Ingram. Lets it go from deep. And another three for New Orleans.
No stopping Ingram when he's in a rhythm like this, especially when he gets a pass in a spot he loves to pull from.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 7. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. New Orleans making some changes here. Z's checked in for Okafor. Holiday comes in for J.J. Redick. And Ball subbed in for Moore. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Fizdale said to the team. He said, guys, we need to play with pace, and that'll get us some early fast break opportunities. We're playing way too predictable right now, guys.
Bounce pass, Holiday. Ball dishes to Favors. And no good that time. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Barrett. And the Knicks good for 2.
And the defense we've seen today reminds me of that great defensive era back in the 80s.
This game has been all about high flying and sharp shooting, not about buckling down on D.
Ball kicks to Ingram. To the paint. Here's Holiday. It's in!
Not the flashiest guy most of the time. Holiday prefers to just get down to business, especially when the game is tight.
Barrett, guarded by Holiday. Passes it to Knox. Randall right side. And stolen by Favors. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And that one, good. Holiday's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pelicans.
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
Yes, and you're watching. Even this late in the game, they're still making plays. You got to love watching it.
Pass to Williamson. Ball against Smith. Pass to Favors. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Holiday. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here.
David, thank you as always. That about wraps up this first